Chris, this is Good Place. We're doing the Pentagon Challenge. We're in Japan. We're with the champions, G-Osaka. We've qualified for the Champions League, but it's November. It doesn't start until August. So we've got to pass our time, win another league, and perhaps win the Champions League 2 that we unfortunately qualified for last season. Right, we are almost at that time for the winter transfer window and season review, all that kind of stuff. We have just finished our group stages in the Champions League, where we disappointingly drew with Bangkok at home, having hit the woodwork 5 times. I think it was just one of those that you're not going to win this game, we're just going to hit the woodwork. Keeper make brilliant saves that we never, ever make again. But there we have it. We finished top. We got a goal difference plus 14, which was second best by the looks of it. Al Hilal, no idea what they're doing in this athletic cup competition, but I guess it's going to be between the two of us. And the next stage is when? That's group stage, round of 16 will be drawn in a week's time. So yeah, there's that. Finance-wise, then they've just given us a budget of 400,000 a week, so there's a bit of an increase there. They're giving us an 18 million. So I think that's basically, perhaps that. Well, I don't know. They've basically set the initial budget at 18 million. Transfer wise, we spent 66 million and brought in 9. So suffice to say, I've got a big pile of cash. I'll spend a load of it and we'll win the league. It's going to be as simple as that. But we've got to set ourselves up for the Champions League. So it's all about getting the chess pieces in place. And yeah, 1 or 2 decent Japanese players will be the answer, I'm sure. It doesn't appear from this Champions League 2 that there are any limits set on, or you must have X amount of players trained at club, trained at nation, so we might be right. Right, we'll meet back for the end of season review as and when that happens. And what you know, the next click, it appeared. So here we are, end of season review, 3 lovely trophies, more to add. But first of all, our signing of the season was Usmane Niang. Interesting. 19 assists, 13 goals, not too bad. Yoshida with 11 assists and 33 goals. Does suggest he was pretty decent as well. 5 million, 6 million. Oh, isn't that beautiful, eh? The board consider that a D. Doesn't represent a good deal for the club, but he was the signing of the season. Yeah, okay. Yeah, another D for Kumamoto. So we did splash the cash. Why isn't Souza the signing of the season? It was an A+ signing. Trancoso, because they didn't cost any money, that's why everyone liked them. An F for Hayashi, a 7.25 million. We spent too much paying over the odds, I'm sure. Yeah, marvellous. We spent lots and lots of money. We will start recouping some of that with the sale of 1 or 2 players, I'm sure. But everyone we bring in now is basically a stepping stone for winning the Champions League. Next, hold on. Yeah, it will be next season. It will start at the beginning of this coming up season. Well, I say this season, we're reviewing last season, so yeah. Oh, it's all too complicated now. We're still in the Champions League 2 group, or cup, whatever it is. That will run in the first half of the new season. But we scored lots of goals, a goal difference of 103. We scored 102 points. We won at a canter, basically. Although Kawasaki F pushed us all the way. 92 points. They must be sick to their teeth. They would have won the league any other season, no doubt. Sponsorship up. Broadcast revenue down. Corporate up. Competition prize money massively up. And matchday commercial. up. So fingers crossed that what continues. And look at that. Dowdy, our last signing, is already on the top shirt sales. So that was obviously a good buy. We are still 3-star, which is most disappointing. And then we have a look at some of the players then. Yoshida with 33 goals, 11 assists. Buthelezi, 29 goals, 22 assists. What a player. 51 goal contributions. Quinda with 21 goals and 20 assists, 41. Niang, 19 assists, 13 goals. And then midfielders and whatnot. Souza ended up with 11 goals and 2 assists. And I'm sure if we have a look at some of the other players, they too would have got lots of goals. It's like Koike plays there, Kazamaki obviously would have played on the other wing, so I'm sure there are 1 or 2 there. The accolades then, I was manager of the year, and then Quinda, fans player of the season, young player of the season was Quinda, signing of the season Niang, goal of the season Itchy Nose, top goal scorer was Yoshida, most assists was Buthelezi. What a strike pairing, eh? Player of the match was Quinda, highest average rating Quinda. Passes completed per 90 was the youngster Kwamoto, who's now turned 18. And then lots of records broken. The Japanese league has only been in for a couple of years, so yeah, there we go. And Quinda won the J League Most Valuable Player and the Best Young Player. And Koike, what did he have? 11 goals, 15 assists, was the J League Cup Most Valuable Player. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So we won loads, and that's beautiful. Our overall best 11 then. So Muta in goal, Hayashi, Fai, or Fei, or whatever we want to call him, Souza and Kuwamoto, Ichinos, Mutaguchi, Ashore's the only one not here. He was quite decent for us, but look at the levels. We have taken a huge step forward. So Yoshida was in behind Buthelezi, according to that. On the bench, what we got? Kobayashi, he was last season's goalkeeper, I believe. Transkozo, Furora, Koike, Kazamaki, Yamini, I don't remember. Oh, he's an old man, so there we go. Best 11, whatever they are now, who really cares? What we do care about is 102,000 extra followers on social media. Beautiful. Club vision, so they want us to play defensively solid football. Yeah, right. Play possession football, very pleased with that. Make the most of set pieces. We didn't do that. We need a new set piece coach, would be my suggestion. Play high tempo pressing football, which we do. Well, we're doing wage budget, grow the club's reputation. They're pleased with that. Reach the latter stages of the Champions League elite. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to do that when we don't actually enter it. And the latter stages will be the season after, but yeah, we'll just accept that, probably get sacked, and who knows. We had to win the J League. Okay, that's the only thing. We have to do a team meeting here. This is my one and only team meeting, so we'll just tell him. Congratulations on winning the title. Deserve a good break. We'll actually come back fully rested, conditioned to win it again. And that's just exactly what we're going to hear. I'm not going to talk about anything else. Go and piss off on your holidays, apart from the 7 years you are on international duty. Bloody, bloody, blah. And there we have it. Fabulous stuff. They're on a break. Well, have we heard that side before? Yep, and that's it. We will start, well, I suppose in a week's time, we will get our Champions League draw, which in theory should be late January, early Feb, which is basically when the new season starts anyway, so it should be a case of it's not going to turn around until then. You can piece off, what did we spend it on him? 5 million, so unless it's about 20 million, we're not really in, more than that. He's a valuable player. Right, we'll come back as and when we've got some news. Well, the Champions League 2 draw has been made and we are playing Selangor of Malaysia. Huge stadium, look. The Shah Alam. It is just their stadium. Marvellous. The other little bit of news is Quinton Fortune has a bad opinion of me. Oh, and that my adaptability hasn't changed at all. But yeah, I was quite interested with this. Quinton Fortune, and did I upset him? So we look, oh, he was manager of Orlando Pirates. And if we look at that, he was the man who got sacked. I came in and absolutely ripped up the league. Something he couldn't do. So I wonder if it's something to do with that. Not too sure. One thing I have to look, I resign. Caretaker comes in for 4 days. And Gokto has been sacked after 249. And then this guy is unemployed. He just left. What is going on? What have they done to my club? Why are Kaiser Chiefs? What has happened? What on earth? Yes, I sold some good players, but come on, yeah, I did rob them blind there. The Dahlia left, Costa left, nothing exciting there. Sibia, okay. Mayer. Oh, I don't want to look. I'd set them up to actually take on the world. Yeah, I've just upset myself. Still studying for the Continental A, and if we look at characteristics, still can't speak Japanese. Coaches and whatnot I've brought in since can speak Japanese. Me, no. I haven't got the foggiest, so I should just sit there next to some Japanese guy. All the reporters are talking, and then this guy nudges me and I say, "No idea, mate. Don't really care. You just answer for me." Why do I attend a press conference in Japan? I have no idea, but there we go. So that's the news. We've got Selangor. The transfer window doesn't open for another week or so. We currently have our next game in 2 months' time. So schedule doesn't even. Oh, it does. It shows 10th of Feb, and we were away in the first leg. Second leg at home on the 17th of Feb. So we'll be back in action by then, before then. But I'm sure we'll have some transfers done before all that happens. We'll have some friendlies, stick everything in there. We'll probably start the league as well before all that. So we'll meet back soon. Right then, a couple of spanners in the works here. Look, Hayashi, our right back that the board so vehemently hated my signing. He is 4-star, potentially 5-star. We spent $7.25 million on him. He did really well last year. And this mob have come in and put an £8.5 million offering with add-ons that is going to take it to $9.25 million. So it's above his value. He's quite interested. Do I accept it or not? Am I going to find a better right back? I don't think I am. He's got so much decent players. Let's just reject it. But the other bit of news, as you can see here, Yokohama F. Marinos have offered me a job interview. It's just come straight out of the blue. It's the first one that's come out straight out of the blue like that, and this guy, this poll is favourite for it. Current Uwara manager. Yeah. I really don't know. Consistent, apart from the last few years. I would say consistently, one of the they are one of the biggest teams in Japan, if not the biggest. We have a look at facilities. They have the Kanagawa Stadium at 72,327 capacity. Everything is very good with them there. Oh, he's a good player. He's an old player. Oh, I don't know. What's the job advert say? 450,000 a week. Excellent. Season preview. So basically, they are in the same Champions League. They're a bigger club. But look at the odds. Oh, look at this guy. And of course, they got the Czech striker, who last season scored 13 goals. Great ratings, though. Oh, I am torn. Right, let's attend the interview and see what happens. We've done some highly impressive. Thank you. I don't. You've come in for me. Well, that's the dog shut up. Right, you've done highly impressive work at your current club. Why do you want to move on? I believe I'm in the position to take the positive momentum I've built recently to use it to hit the ground running here. No, I don't. I want to take the next step in my career. I'm not bothered there. I haven't been seeking. Let's just say that. Are you able to ease our worries about losing back in your players and subsequent airing of dirty laundry in public? Given the career I've had, very much the exceptions after the rule. That happened a long time ago. There'll be no problems. I'm still managed to be successful despite that, which I think is the main thing to take away from that subject. Yeah, go on then. The club would be looking for a candidate capable of performing the competition expectations. I'm confident here, let's just say that. Who is he? Yeah, why not? We understand the importance of the right back room. Let's just say that. I'm not that bothered, to be honest, but we'll see. What are they after? 5-year plan. End the current season, win domestic cup, reach that stage of the Champions League elite, finish the J League top 5 places. Okay. If I would expect you to finish in top 5, given the job, I believe I can take the team well beyond that. 20 million. Let's just say that. What do you think of the proposed wage budget? 713. The advert said 450. Let's just say slightly bigger. Expand the stadium board by the current. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Like the job. New facilities, new improved. Affiliation. Set up an affiliation. No. Like the clubs you've driven harder, like the board to allow me to continue to develop it. Yes! That sounds good. If you earn the extra cash, would you be better if it's be successful? Yeah. That is something we can agree to. Woohoo! Right. I have no further requests. That should do for now. Leave me to. Right. While we're hot on that topic, then let's say, can I start a coaching course? And we'll go from there. Let's see who comes back first. Is it going to be Raya? She's saying, why did you say no? You sad little man. Right, the dogs are a bit quieter now, and I've just gone through a little bit further, and here we go. It looks like the Yokohama job's mine. Oh dear. This is tough now. In actual fact, they still are in the Champions League. Oh, that changes everything. That brings the Champions League forward. Oh no, right. It does mean we get Champions League this year and next. Oh, I'm fairly certain we get it. Where did they finish in the end? They finished third, so they should have qualified for that. Oh. Right, what have my staff at then? Okay, they're all quite good. Coaching team. Who's my assistant manager? Marcel Du. Not worried about him. To be fair, I'm probably not bothered by many of them. Kim Bong-soo. Robbie Fowler, perhaps? Do we bring Lucky with us? It could be my boy Lucky, who were never with me previously. It could just be Lucky then. We bring perhaps a bit of Robbie Fowler. Oh, I really don't know now. Right, let's suggest changes. Who have we got? Technical director we're happy with anyway. Compensation. There's £12 million compensation budget. That's a new word for budget. Yokohama. Right, Honda. He's a bit pants. So, in which case, I'm not too. Let's take. No, it doesn't want to move. Isn't big enough. How's our. Right, we told you we're taking Lucky. Well, basically, they're just telling me I'm making a silly mistake, aren't they? Lucky's the only one, right? Well, me and Lucky are sticking together. Madaguchi, link the sweet, yeah. We've already had one bit, haven't we? We did. Oh, hang. Right. Let's do that. Yes, now. Transfer window isn't open for another couple of days. Here we go. Did they? Oh, they gave me the. Oh, okay, they did. So what they've got a £24 million budget and offered me 3.9 a week. My contract at the moment is 3.6, so that's a pay rise. Win domestic cup. The board and me discuss your future. We understand the interest of the clubs and not discuss the keep. They've given me the coaching course I wanted. What do we want then? I'll be willing to stay if you give me a new improved contract. I only get the what? Oh no, what do I do? Who have I actually bought? Right. The one player you haven't seen, he says, oh, he hasn't come in yet, that's why you haven't seen him. In. Balde. He's an attacking midfielder, he's a youngster. He's going to come in, 6'3". I've still got Quinder on the left, which I quite like. We signed Kai Wada as well. This guy disappointed me by going elsewhere. Abdullah Faye is going, so that's 1.4 million, so we made a tidy sum on him. He is good, admittedly. So ideally we want another defender, and we are selling a number of players. Sano, for instance, gone for 3.4. Akade's going to go for about 3.2. He's going for $500,000. Komoto's going as well. So we're going to have a bunch of cash in there. Oh, I really don't know. Wataru Sato, what happened to him? He was just sacked. He entered the Japanese Hall of Fame, the Japanese Super Cup win, and then 10 months later he's sacked. It's a harsh game, isn't it, Wataru? A 36-year-old Albanian goalkeeper. He doesn't look, yeah, another foreigner. But they have players like him, who I quite like. Umera, yes, not too worried by him. Yeah, who's their most valuable player? Sinafule, decent striker. Yeah, I am walking away. And there we have it. We are staying. We're going to battle for the Elite 2 or Champions 2 or whatever it is, and not the Elite League until next season or later this season. Oh, it's all too confusing. Right. In which case, I'm going to do some transfers. We're obviously getting rid of a few players. Need to bring a few in, and yeah, the window opens tomorrow, I think it was. So expect to see some changes soon. Right, so a transfer update then. I mentioned Balde previously. He's the Portuguese attacking midfielder. Came in for a bargain, $325,000 after hitting some kind of clause. So he's in, and yeah, he looks pretty special. Certainly better than anything else we've got in that position. We signed a young central defender for 1.2 million. He's got a bit of height. He's got a bit of a little bit of pace. He's 18, so he should improve, and he's got a bunch of potential. We then brought in another defender. This one's a foreign, so he's a Colombian international, 6'4", plenty of pace, plenty of height. plenty of jumping reach, not bad heading, etc, etc, etc. He looks very decent for a replacement for Abdoulaye Faye, who left for 1.4 million. His transfer clause, so Faye was a bit faster, a bit better in the air, but it's not a bad like for like. We've also sold Jun Sano. With the introduction of Balde, we've basically got a one too many strikers. So Sano left for 3.4 million. We bought him for 2.5, so we made a profit on him. Thank you, board. We've also let out Kuwamoto. We signed him for 3.5, sold him for 2.5. There are add-ons that will take it to 2.7, so we've lost a bit of money on him. It was decent for the season he played for us. 24 games, 748. It's just, he'd hit his potential limit. He would only ever be a 3-star, so there's no point carrying on with him. Ogiwara was out on loan last year. He was my quickly fill up the squad. And overall we lost a couple of 100,000 on him. Sota Kawasaki, he also was out on loan. He came in for 1.2 million. He wasn't mine. Spent last season on loan, we sold him for 500,000. And the other player that we let out was Daisuke Okada. He came in for 1.8 million, we sold him for 3.5. He had a decent season. He was the defensive of our defensive midfielders. So we basically had to get somebody else in. We brought in Lee Yong. I quite liked him. My director of football spent 4.4 million on him. So another young central defensive midfielder. And then we've also brought in this guy, Sawari. He's coming in for 2.6 million from Awata. Basically, I saw Kawasaki go and thought it was Kazmaki because we'd accepted a bid for him as well, wherever he is now. Kazmaki, there he is. But he didn't go, he decided to stay, so he's still around. We're just adding more left wingers to the squad because, you know, we just need some left wingers, don't we? So Koto Mishima, he's 17, he can probably go into the reserves or perhaps have a bit of a loan. That might not be a bad one, but let him loan him. He's in the reserves anyway, so that's fine. So we'll take that one out. The other one, where is he? I can't see him. Oh, there he is. It's Izuzu as a sneezing over. Yes, he's got a loan bid in from Okayama for him, so if he has a season out on loan, it's not the end of the world. He's got a lot of potential, and ideally he needs to play, so yeah, him going out is probably a good thing. The one thing we do have is quite a number of foreigners, 1, 2, 3 there, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, so 7. So Shady Hassan, who we signed for 76,000, we've accepted a bid for $1 million, $1.5 million. So we've accepted 2 bids. It can go to either of those. I'm not fussed, and yeah, he's a good player, plenty of potential, but I've got someone better already. So the one thing we might need to do is look at other players that can play in that attacking midfield. Well, Ichinose is one of them, so it could be that he spends some time in there, and I think Yoshida can play there as well, so he can drop in and play that role as well. So it would enable us to play both Yoshida and Buthalaze together. So we've got options. We have changed the tactic to that, and we probably need another left back if we have a look at the squad panel. We're not playing wingback. Oh, let's try that again. Squad planner. How do I get out of this? It's one of these I've got to... No. Why have I done that? Bear with me. Right, we're back. And there's the view. So we do need a left back. We've got Souza, we've got Hurtado, we've got Transcoso. Hayashi can play in there. Rindo. The other signing that I made, the youngster, is available. We've got Kwamoto, another youngster, homegrown youngster. So we've got options there. Ideally, we might lose Transcoso. I'm not sure. He came in. Was it on a free last summer? He was last winter. Sorry. So we could sell him, save, get a bit of money, and look to reinvest it. He's got a great jump, but he's not much of a header. In actual fact, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll wait for the bid to come in and then we'll stick them on the list and go from there. Right, so we're out looking for a left back, and have we actually got any bids in? Not at the moment. So finance-wise, my director of football, wherever it is, has juggled the budgets. We've now got huge amounts of spendies on wage budget, and the transfer budget has come down dramatically, but we'll see. We'll go from there and get towards the start of the season. We've got a bunch of friendlies. The Super Cup is on the 7th of Feb before we go into the Champions League, so we'll be back for the Champions League, definitely. I'm not too worried about the Super Cup, even if the board are. Right, the end of the end of season break is upon us. We're about to start tomorrow, in actual fact, in the Super Cup. I won't bother showing that, but our transfer business is ongoing, shall we say. As you can see there, Kenshin Muta could be on his way out for 3.6 million. Inbound, no one showing up there. So we have sold Okada, the defensive midfielder. We signed him for 1.8, sold for 3.5. I think I mentioned it previously. Itsuzu has gone out on loan. Shady Hassan has joined Al Ahly for up to £1.5 million, so huge profit on him. Trancoso, the Brazilian defender, was decent last season for us. He eventually lost his place in the side. We sold him to Botafogo for 2.2 million. We've then loaned out Mitsuma because we've got too many left wingers, so he's gone out on loan. And not one I particularly wanted to do, but Kobe came in with a decent offer. Itchy nose, I'm having problems with a few players, and we've made a profit on him, so we've allowed him to go. So it does mean we're probably a defensive midfielder short, so I'll be continuing to look out for that. On the in column then, we met Lee Yong, who is a domestic defensive midfielder, very highly talented, so up to 5-star potential. We then brought in that left winger as well, which enabled us to let a couple of our youth players out on loan. We've then brought in a giant Romanian. He's going to be in predominantly as our ball-winning defensive midfielder. He's 19, and he's a full international as well. Look at that. But yeah, some decent stats. He's got a decent jumping reach, and hopefully we can teach his heading. Along with that came Sanu. We've sold left back, so we had to replace him, and we replaced him with this guy, a young 18-year-old, 750 from Awata. So one for the future and one for the now. And then we've signed another Colombian. I just couldn't help myself. This guy was quite tasty. He's a winger on both wings. He can play in behind as well, so he gives us plenty of options there. He came in on a free transfer, so I was concerned because New York were after him. They offered him a contract as well, but he decided to sign for us. So, yes, all in all, quite a decent summer for us. And if we have a look at the season preview, we are 6-4. The others are 5-1, 9-1, 11-1, etc. So, Kobe have been doing some business. Fukuoka, as well. Sinkule has actually jumped back up to the second best player in the league. His bowl day had that pleasure. So all in all, doesn't look too bad there. We've got 5 players in the Dream 11, and certainly favourites there. I'm not sure what the media are thinking of us. Where is it? Oh, media prediction first. So all in all, I think we've done all right. Yoshida is still our key player, and what a signing he's been. So that's it. That's the end of the winter transfer, mid-season transfer, whatever you want to. It's not mid-season; it's between seasons. Oh, it's so confusing. And we'll be back in the next episode with our Champions League game against Selangor. So we'll see that, and we'll go from there. So not exactly sure. Quarter-final. Oh, we've been drawn against Zhejiang, I assume of China, yeah, and Western Sydney Wanderers. So let's jump back. So should we get through, we'll be facing off against one of those. It did the semi-final as well. So Bangkok, we've already beaten them. Kitchi, no idea. They're from Hong Kong. Okay. We'll have to jump back to the semi. SH Port or Seoul. SH Port are China. So, yeah. This draw's already taken place, so we know exactly who we meet all the way to the final, should we get there. Right, thanks for watching. We'll see you for the next one. Until then, ta-da.